I was working with a business owner one day who had called me into his office to tell me about a manager who was struggling with conflict and how that manager didn't get along with anyone else in the building. And if that couldn't get figured out, the owner would have to let him go. He asked me to dedicate my next visit to working with that manager through those issues. And that behavior is something that I know well. It was once said of me that I was the best manager that company had ever had, but I didn't get along with anyone either. So in preparing to work with that manager, I had to think back to the things that led me to heal myself, to frame them and structure them so that I could present them to someone else. And I created a 5-step process to help people work through their own conflict. The process begins by identifying one's personal values. The importance of knowing your values is because when you identify your values, you also identify your triggers. There will be certain situations that tend to trigger those values. And when those values are triggered, that leads to emotional reactivity. When people are emotionally reactive, they'll react either as victims or in conflict. And it's important for them to understand their own default reaction style. The challenge then is to learn how to interrupt those negative emotional reactions, that destructive behavior, and learn how to transform those reactions into positive responses.